Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Buhari must ask Magu to step aside now for investigation. PDP. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Thank you very much for your continuous and massive support. We truly, really appreciate you. Thanks for always being there. If you have not given us a thumbs up, this would be a good time to do so. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Well, we brought up reports to you regarding Magu, the EFCC acting chairman. He's been an acting chairman for a while now, but not yet has been confirmed. But guess what? Just yesterday, immediately we heard that DSS have arrested him and investigation was going on. Immediately we started hearing second news saying that, he was not arrested. He was only invited for investigation. You know, the Fulani government trying to cover up their track, making it look like nothing was happening. Before you know, but we know the truth was already out. Sahara reporters have already reported it, and the Sahara reporters is not one to lie, that he was being arrested. This man has a 40 million naira rent a property that he's living. He didn't buy it, so he's not staying there. 40 million. Yes, you heard me well. How much is his salary? How much does Nigeria register that they are paying these people, these agencies and all that? You see what's happening, yes? God will deliver this country, because this country right now, the wealth of this country is being divided with like the national cake. You heard of us reporting to you not long ago what Minister of Humanitarian Affairs did, how she was sharing the end power to ministers and House of Representative members. Ministers got 200, House of Representative members 150, other senior people got 500. Aides to President Muhammadu Buhari and the rest got 100. Public out of it. And guess what? She was bold to say that, yes, they've done the first phase, the next phase. What phase? Who are we talking about? See, Nigeria, a lot of scam is going on with this government. They come telling that they are fighting corruption, they are transparent. Daylight robbery. Anyway, let's hear what Buhari, they said you need to sack this guy right now. But Buhari will not do so, I can assure you. What about the chief of staff? Do you hear what is going on in Nigeria daily? Do you know the amount of people that are being killed? It's not their business, because at the end of the day, there is an agenda. If you look very well, if you put two and two together, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you what is going on in this country. Put the two together and get your answer. Let's continue with the news. The People Democratic Party, PDP, has asked the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration to show the genuineness of its war against corruption. God bless you, PDP, by allowing the underlined investigation of the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, the very, very boss. You're giving cats fish to hold for you. Let's continue. He said that Buhari's government should ask Magu to step aside for proper investigation. You know what they do in this country? The news continues. They put immunity. They go to the House of Reps, Senate, and they put laws that covers them. So they steal and steal, but yet you cannot do anything to them. But let them catch two boys doing yahoo yahoo. They will parade them, put them on the face of newspaper, put them in prison. But let Boko Haram kill people. They will tell you that they are rehabilitating them and putting them into your military. Have you not been hearing of killer soldiers? My dear, a lot is happening, to mention but a few. They are just trying to use this thing to cover up, because they know that the US eyes are on Nigeria. So they are trying to, you see, once please, let's continue with the news. A lot of rubbish is going on in this country, honestly, truly and speaking. It said the Buhari's government should ask Magu to step aside for proper investigation. The party said Nigerians are already aware that Magu has been pulled in for questioning, added that the fact that he has been accommodated by the attorney shows that the said investigation is beyond routine. The People Democratic Party, in a statement issued by Kola, National Publicity Secretary, said the party hold that the development around the EFCC acting chairman, as well as the desperate attempt by the commission to cover up, that's the truth, or waive off his investigation, only raises more interesting questions regarding Magu's activity in the EFCC. Only last month, the Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, released a memo in which he indicted Magu of alleged diversion of recovered funds and sales of assets. Can you imagine? This country assets so by the EFCC. Our party Nigerians and individuals, international community are keen monitoring the development and expect the Buhari's administration to muster the courage to carry out a comprehensive investigation, makes its finding available to the public. I hope they do so. You are speaking English. Now that Mogu has been pulled in for investigation, the federal government should preserve the integrity of the office of the chairman of the EFCC by allowing him to step aside while investigation takes full course of his charge and through due process and duration of every activity of his office to footstart the whole investigation as well as unnecessary interference in the matter. Moreover, with the allegations and investigation, Mogu has lost the moral credibility to lead an agency like an anti-corruption agency. He should step aside. There is no anti-corruption going on. He's not innocent until proven he's not innocent. He needs to prove his case in court. This is the same person who is pursuing people. So what does that goes to tell you? It goes to tell you that in this country, yes, listen. So if you pay your way through, you can actually get through with EFCC. It just goes to the price. Who is the highest bidder? How much can you pay? What are you ready to offer? What is the winning price? That's what it is. Did you hear of the Mohammed that he was working with? They said this guy has been investigated. This guy has been, it's only in Nigeria that these kind of things happen, yes? And nobody can actually speak and correct the impression of what is going on in government. Why? You can see that the government in charge, in fact, I don't know if they know exactly what they are doing. I can tell you. When they came in 2015 or 2014, and they gave a fantastic manifesto, my dear, I myself, personally, I was swept away. I was swept away. I was part of those, God have mercy on me, who was campaigning and saying, yes, so we are tired of Goodluck Jonathan's administration. I mean, they picked points every loophole with Buhari's administration. Everything Buhari has done wrong, they picked it out and they stated it clear that this was what they were going to work on. And man, can you blame us Nigerians? We are so gullible, we are easily swayed away. It was a well put together manifesto, and they came out and guess what? The merger, the way they put the people together. Are you talking about the presence of what's it called? Yemi Osibanjo or Buhari. Growing up, I heard my parents saying, "Oh, when Buhari was a military government, this was what he did. He was somebody who was, he handled things, blah blah blah." And everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this will bring some sanity into the government, my dear." Not knowing it was time to loot all meant to your own, God for all. They came in and guess what? Buhari was in an international meeting and said Nigerian youths don't want to work. We that were already thinking that God has sent us a field day, we are happy that things are happening. He said Nigerian youths don't want to work. They said that they have oil in their country, they don't want to do anything. Seriously? Do you know how many Nigerian youths wants to go to school? Do you know how many don't have the capacity? Do you know how many? Did you see a case of a child that somebody who took her for a house of a 10-year-old child? They drilled nail into her head. Why? Because her mother was a widow and she had no capacity to look after her and her brothers and sisters. And so, okay, this one can live with somebody. Do you know what's called hot iron in today's age? And you are talking about slave trade. In fact, those people were better because they took care of the people. They were able to live their life. Human being, war woman has her own children. Use hot iron to burn a little girl front and back. They want to practically kill the girl. And as if that is not enough, she put pepper into the private part of this girl. Why is this happening? Why? fault of the government. In advanced countries, you see the government looking after the less privileged. Somebody like her that have lost her husband, her children are well taken care of. There is an allowance that comes to the children such that she does not need to beg anybody for anything. She lives equally like a pilot, a doctor, a nurse, and everybody is happy. Nobody is dependent on another person. That is living, that is overseas for you. Guess what? In this country, we have the capacity, but mismanagement and thievery, let me give it a name, new name. From today, it's called thievery, will not allow them to look after the less privileged. And you think that they have a space in heaven? Check your conscience and tell me. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.